Hey guys, Vico here. Welcome back to the channel. As per popular demand and as per request, the Panther M10 is going to be a tank that I try to review today without trying to be a complete dick about it. Sorry, that's going to happen. I hate this tank, even though some of you in the comments section in the previous videos want me to do a review, which I'll do. I hate this tank. It is made out of tinfoil or something thinner, if that exists. Going into the actual stats of the tank itself, 1,300 hit points at tier 7, that's not bad. That's not bad compared to the 1,100 of the GUP Tiger that just came out at tier 6. That isn't bad, but that's just 200 more. The turret armor on the front is the same as the GUP Tiger, whereas the front hull armor is an abysmal 85, and even at that angle, 85 is not going to get you any type of bounces from anything except autoloaders when you're wiggling. And a heavier medium in the German line as it is, you're not going to get many bounces. This tank needs to be served as a sniper, like the Panther line. Play it just like a Panther. If you've had success in Panthers, which I have not, which is why I don't like this tank, you'll have success. If you play good in the Panthers, you'll do fine here. You may think it looks a lot like the Wolverine. That's because the M10 was the Wolverine. The Germans used this design to hide the fact that this was actually a German tank and not a Panther variant. So, without having a Jingles-esque history lesson, some of you that don't know that the Panther, why does it look like a Wolverine? Well, it is. So, I don't like the gun. I do like the dispersion. So without getting too much into it, dispersion, it's not the best, but it works for me, and I've had .35 dispersion. I've seen it elsewhere, and I've had bad luck, but the dispersion in this tank for some reason ain't so bad. I don't know what the gun depression is, but it's low. My guess is 5 degrees, maybe 6. If somebody knows, let me know. The alpha damage, I average around 150 myself, so I would say probably the alpha damage is 150, but the penetration, good luck on IS-3 in the front, even with APCR. You're going to have to use gold when you're bottom tier. You might consider yourself a gold noob. Some people are completely anti-premium ammunition. Sorry, it's a necessity when your only choice, let's say it's just you and an IS-3 left and you're both facing front. This tank does not have the mobility to do a circle of death on a Russian heavy tank, especially a quick IS-3. Get used to the gold. The consumables, I use the standard repair kit, the multi-repair kit, adrenaline. Provisions, I use both chocolates. I don't mess with anything else. That's up to you. I don't run HE. I've tracked people just fine with AP, and it's going to be completely ineffective against anything from the rear, even an American heavy. With the millimeter on the gun, I don't know what kind of gun that is. It's just a 7.5 centimeter gun. Ugh. Okay, so, and then your equipment, I recommend you run a gun laying drive. I haven't bought one. I spent some money last night and decided to do this video without one. You'll do fine without a gun laying drive, but put it in. It's smart. All the other things on a tank like this, if you want to run any type of optics or binoculars, that's entirely up to you, but sometimes the map, like Himmelsdorf, is not going to accommodate binoculars. I prefer vents, the rammer, and the gun laying drive. And that's pretty standard in most tanks, unless you want to specialize in camp sniping. What you'll see me do in the Panther is not camp snipe, but opportunity snipe, and you're not camping if you're pumping DPM into another tank until it goes down or is out of your line of sight. Once that happens, I'll wait a second to make sure I'm clear, and I'll move on. I snipe. I do not camp snipe in this tank, but I rarely play it. So I'll play a couple. We'll see if they're good or not. It all depends on, with this Kuromori Mine, or however you say it. With this event going on, just like the IS-3 event, players are who they are. So a couple games, wish me luck. Alright, so on this map I am mid-tier. I am not top tier. So the IS-6 scares me. You know, all those tanks scare me except the T-150 and the AT-8. That Tiger 1, gold, but the rest of them can do some damage, so I'm going to have to look down to look at my little ancient iPad, and I'll try to do my best by sniping. So I'm going to support my mediums on this team, and hopefully we can flank fast, but nobody's pushing. I'm going to have to go against my will here and push in order to keep the one medium at bay. Ooh. T-28. Okay, yeah, the tank destroyer. The Pershing, yeah, he did the smart thing. He stayed with his team. So, if we play this smart and pop that ridge and nobody's on the other side, we might be okay. So, if the Panther's going to go long, I'm going to peek over this rail car here, and I'm spotted. Alright. Time to get serious. Nobody can see me. Who can see me? Okay. There we go. That's who spotted me. I'm going to haul ass out of here. And peek. That's what this all requires, is peeking in this tank. If you're on a map like this, or in this circumstance, I should say, where you cannot snipe, you're going to have to peek-a-boom and not do that much damage in the process, but it could result in a win. I don't want to get stupid and push up into the middle of that mess, so I'm going to go up here and try to support my IS-6, who is not having a good day. In fact, I think after he goes down, I'll be the next one to go down. And you can't side scrape in this tank either, so good luck with that. And the T-150, oh, 122.44. Couldn't even track him after everything I just said about that. And nope. Not going to do well for damage in this match, and definitely not going to do well overall. So I'm not going to be able to do anything here. I'm just going to try to get around this AT-8. Ignore him completely. T-28, I can take him out if I don't get shots, and I'm not going to be able to do anything frontally. Yep. Done. They're all going to shoot at me. I'm the easiest, thinnest target. And note that IS-6, he knew that two tanks were shooting at me, and he didn't take advantage of it. So, who do I blame for my death? Me. Because I came around here from the front. Came around here and I tried to take him out so that I could circle around the building, but I got greedy. You only live once, right? So, I don't blame any the team, other than the fact that the IS-6 should not have delayed as much as he did, but if they play it smart, we won't lose this, except for the fact that somebody is capping, and our Centurion is... Oh, never mind. Oh, great. Well, he's on vacation. I really should have paid attention to the map a little better and figured out what he was doing. What is he doing? I hate the Centurion. I'm gonna sell mine. I don't even think I want to go up to the 7 Mark 1. I play the Centurion worse than I play the Panther M10. Let's see how I did on damage, though. Like I said, donut. I did donut damage in this match. And IS-6 carried us. Great. Okay, Winter Malinovka. Well, at least we have a platoon of Unicum tank destroyers. That doesn't mean anything, though. A pair of Unicum tank destroyers is great, but we're tank destroyer heavy against multiple heavies. I don't know what to tell you. Now that they nerfed this map on Winter Malinovka, it forces you into a corridor. So there's really not much I can say about this map other than to stay back and support anything that your team is shooting at as best you can. So I'm going to try my best to do that by supporting these tank destroyers and staying with other guns. The Panther M10 is not a tank that you want to go out on your own with and spot, like this VK. He could potentially do that. But this tank is extremely difficult on the new nerfed corridor maps. And watch me come out sideways and get shot. Nope. So I'm going to do something a little risky here and move up and try to distract the enemy team, into shooting me while everybody else takes cheeky shots at them. So, like I said, peekaboom is effective, but you don't let your camo reset, because they're all pointing their guns in my direction, and I'll get shot. No. So the DPM's great, but I can't sit there and pump it, right? So you can use your camera to peek out like I'm doing at the top of the screen. They're all pointing their guns in my direction, except that Tiger. And I just hit his tracks and didn't do any damage. Now they're pointing their guns in my direction. They're pushing, so I need to fall back. And I'm going to try to kite them into coming our way. Which was good. Time to pump adrenaline. And I can't believe I just bounced a shot off of a Black Prince. He was using AP and went right off my glacis there. Wiggle, wiggle, confuse him. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I gotta shoot him in the front now. So there you go. Okay, so that was completely clutch. Alright, I'm spotted still. I should let my camo reset. They're pointing their guns in my direction. That was cheeky. This is, if you can't snipe, you have to peek up with this tank. You can't brawl. Do not brawl in this tank. I forget who requested in one of my video comment sections, but whoever requested for this, here's your review. This is what you do. There you go. Peekaboom or snipe. Those are your only choices. How did we do on damage, though? Everybody should aim once you get up to about tier 6. For those of you that are fresh in the grind and newer to the game, once you're about tier 6, tier 7, your goal, it's a small goal. Try to get above 1,000 damage, which is what I did in this game, which is better than I usually do in this tank. Oh boy, he went down fighting. Dufelhunden, Devil Dog, this clan and all the variant sub-clans, they're great. If you see DD out there, I have nothing but respect for him. Among some of the other Unicum clans out there, I see a platoon of any DDs, and it's a tough win if you manage it. So that's really all I can say about the Panther M10. 1 loss, 1 win. No opportunities to snipe. But if you play a Panther, you know that this tank will function exactly the same. This is not a brawler tank. I can't underscore that enough. Do not brawl with this tank unless it's a last resort. You will lose. If you get attacked by a platoon of these guys, though, the DPM coming from 2 Panther M10s will take out competent, good players, even with troll armor that waggle their armor. One of them will get a shot into your side. But a one-on-one match, this tank has great DPM going for it, no gun depression, paper armor. Snipe with it, but do not camp. You need to support your team. If you have questions or you completely disagree with any of this, leave comments in the section below. I decided to add the camera today after having complete less than marginal success with the live stream. If you're uncomfortable with the camera, if you like it, let me know. If not, any comments will help. Any criticism is always constructive to me, except for trolls, but you guys are fun too. Until next time, I'll see you guys out there.